Hey guys, and welcome into a new video. Today we're going to be heading back over to the Madden rebuilds, and we are going to be taking part in the New York Giants franchise. So what we're doing here is obviously a realistic rebuild. If you guys are new to the situation or kind of what a realistic rebuild is, basically we take a team and we do all these things to make them a Super Bowl contender in the most realistic way possible. Now, this comes as best as we can do. Sometimes there's just stuff that happens that's unrealistic that I can't control, but we do it as good as we can on our end, and we're going to see how good we can do from there. So starting off here, we do have Joe Judge here in the office taking a phone call on the computer doing his work, and we are going to start off with a pretty, not a big roster move, but a roster move nonetheless. Now, before we get into the actual roster showing what the team is looking like at the start of the rebuild, we're going to be releasing Nate Solder. For Madden purposes, 70 overall is just not good with how much money he's making. It's going to free up $12.9 million, which means we're going to get about $0.6 million to $600K back on our salary cap. But I'd rather get that this year and then have the free space after this year, because it's going to be hard to get rid of his contract anywhere else. So let's just get rid of it now. That way we can progress Matt Parrott and go from there. All right, and then the second roster move that we're going to be doing here is we're going to be sending DeAndre Baker to the Atlanta Falcons here for a 4th-round pick. Now, obviously, with all the stuff that came out with him and his legal situation, it's kind of a weird spot for us as a team. And for me, as the current GM of the New York Giants, sorry, Dave Gettleman, but I'm going to be getting DeAndre Baker out of here. That's not something I want in my locker room. If it's happened once, it might happen again. I just want to get as much value as I can, kind of pull a Cardinals with Josh Rosen kind of thing. Just get him out of here. I know we spent a 1st-round pick on him the year before, but unfortunately, we're going to send him here for a 4th-round pick. And for Madden value, 71 overall normal dev, not very good, so I think we're getting a good value here. And one more move that we are going to do before we show the final rosters, we're going to be signing Patrick Onwuasor to the lineup. We need another middle linebacker. I love Ryan Conley. I want him to develop as well, but I think we need another middle linebacker over the middle, and he's going to step in there and be one of our starters on day one. So jumping in here to the starting lineups for the season, we're going to have Daniel Jones obviously as the quarterback captain of the team. He comes in at a 77 overall. These are all updated rosters to current day. Up to a 77. I think he was a 75 or something. I think he got some points in the preseason, but 77 overall, technically the rookie, but first-year player, already over the book, so he's already in his 2nd year. Saquon Barkley is at a 90 overall. I don't agree with the rating that Madden gives him. I think he's like an 88 or something like that. He went up to a 90 through preseason as well, but I think it's kind of low even through the injury. I don't know. But then we have Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, and Darius Slayton with also Corey Coleman at the number 4. Cody Core as the 5, not really too important though. Then we have Evan Ingram. We're actually going to move Caden Smith up to number 2 with Levine Toilolo being the number 3 there. Matt Parrott is going to come in as our starting right tackle over Cam Fleming. Kevin Zeitler. Shane Lemieux is actually going to be our starting center, as we're going to try to progress both Parrott and Lemieux there. Then we have Will Hernandez and Andrew Thomas, who already has a superstar dev, which, it's going to be kind of funky. Some players are going to have the hidden dev. Some players are going to have their devs showing. It's just kind of what it is. On the defensive side, we have Xavier McKinney here with a hidden development at a 74 overall. Jordan Love's backing him up. We might actually move Jordan Love to corner, but we're going to see how that works. But we have Lorenzo Carter at right outside linebacker, Blake Martinez and Onwuasor at middle linebacker with Kyler Fackrell on the outside edge as well. Jabril Peppers holding down the other safety position. Our starting corner is going to be James Bradbury and Darnay Holmes, with Grant Haley being the number 3 and pretty much trash after that, Golden and Beal, but we probably are going to move Love to corner for that. And then we have obviously Leonard Williams, Dalvin Tomlinson, and Dexter Lawrence at the D-line to fill out the roster. So looking here at the season goal, we're going to shoot for 7 wins. I think this team is capable, but there's definitely a developmental process that we're just going to have to happen. So we're going to set it for 7 wins, not too hard, not too big, and we're going to go from there. And we'll see you guys when we hit our bye week. So coming in here at the midway point, we are 5-2 on the season. We're about to go up against the 1-5 Lions. Hopefully we are going to win against them. We're going to go ahead and look here at the free agents market and where our free agents are going to be. So Aldrick Rosas, we're going to try and get him just for the whole rebuild. So let's just give him a 4-year deal, and hopefully he takes that. Yes, he does. So we got our kicker. Caden Smith, I want to re-sign, but we will see how he progresses by the end of the year. Onwuasor, I probably will let go. I probably think he's just going to be a 1-year guy, and then that's all they have for us for this year. Obviously, like I said, I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. It's kind of hard doing it in this season because it's the Madden 20 build with updated rosters and stuff, it's hard to do, rookie dev traits and contracts and everything like that. But we have it how it is. Content's still the content. It's still going to be a fun one, especially as we get deeper into the rebuild. But 5-2, we're going to see how we go from there. So taking a look at the stats at the midway point, Daniel Jones having a very solid season, 1,500 yards, 67% completion with 13 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. Very good. What's his fumbling? Do we have that? It's going to be in the rushing category most likely. But Saquon with over 507 already. That's very good. Daniel Jones, no fumbles, 95 yards on the ground. Dion Lewis had 83 and 1. Gallman's added 19 and 1 as well. So good rushing attack from the team. And then receiving-wise, Golden Tate's got 454 and 3. Evan Ingram's got almost 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Very good year for Ingram so far. Shepard with 345 and 2. Barkley with 128 and 1. And Slayton with 121 and nothing. I'm going to have to see how we can get him more involved because he is definitely going to be a focal point of our rebuild for a long time. So we're going to try and get him more involved in the offense. Right now, as we sit, we are 5-2 on the division. Cowboys are right behind us with 4-2 and 1, and then Eagles and Redskins are down there 3-4-0 and 2-5-0. So not too bad. We're definitely gonna have to see what we can do to get Darius Slayton involved, but we will see you guys when we get probably either to the bye week or to the end of the season. So now we're here at the playoffs, and we have a first-round bye. As we went on an absolute tear to end the season, we ended up going 12-4, only 4 losses. We were only shooting for 7. So I do want to check the schedule, just kind of see how we were looking, because this team definitely did a lot in the regular season. So obviously we started off well. We lost a couple games, and then we won out after. So we stopped here, obviously, at week 8, where we ended up losing to the 1-5 Lions. We lost to the Cowboys after that. And then from week 10 to week 17, we won all of our games. And they were all high-scoring games as well. I mean, damn, I didn't think the team was going to look like this. So there had to be some drastic upgrade to our team or something like that. Like somebody had to have gotten a dev trait increase. But let's look at the stats real quick, see who had a good year. And before we go into the playoffs, we do have a bye week. Daniel Jones, almost 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. Absolute beast of a year. He did get sacked 36 times. That's a little worrisome, but obviously we have a younger offensive line. Rushing-wise, 1,213 from Saquon. Daniel Jones added 202. Dion Lewis added 203. Wayne Gallman added 4 touchdowns out of nowhere. What the heck? And then Evan Ingram ran in. Okay, I mean, he ran in a touchdown, and Colt McCoy ran in a touchdown. Don't know why Colt McCoy is out there getting passes and stuff. I guess maybe fake, I don't know, whatever it is. But receiving-wise, Golden Tate with 1,209. What a year by Tate. Shepard ended up getting 775 and 7. Ingram basically got 707. Saquon with 497 and 4. Slayton only 426 and 1. But, when Tate's getting that good of a year, I'm not going to be too mad about the display by Slayton. But Smith added 140 and 2. And there's a couple more from Coleman and Dion Lewis. Blocking-wise, who gave up the most sacks? Andrew Thomas at the left tackle position, 11 sacks. Matt Parrott right behind him with 9. But, overall, not too bad. I'm not entirely mad about this, Defensive-wise, let's see. Onwuasor leading us in tackles, only won over 100 tackles. He's making a case to get re-signed. He wants to be back here. How many sacks do we get? 8.5 from Fackrell. Dexter Lawrence with 7. Williams and Zimenez both with 5.5, and then a couple more around. But overall, good amount of sacks there by the team. Interceptions-wise, we had a worse secondary, but Julian Love with 6 interceptions. We did end up moving him to corner. He was our corner 2, but 6 interceptions. Peppers and Bradbury added 2. Onwuasor and Darnay Holmes both added 1 as well. So really good year for us. Rosas only had to kick the ball 11 times. That's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, team looks really, really good right now. Let's go over to the yearly awards, see where we're at. Russell Wilson ends up winning the MVP award. Do we have anybody on this list? We do not. Coach of the year, Joe Judge ends up going second to Bill O'Brien. Wow, the Texans did good, 12-4 with no DeAndre Hopkins. But Offensive Player of the Year ended up going to Drew Brees. Did we have anyone? Daniel Jones was there at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year went to Khalil Mack. We had nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year did go to Daniel Jones as the Rookie of the Year. So no Kyler Murray Rookie of the Year for this rebuild. But Daniel Jones did end up winning that. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Isaiah Simmons. Julian Love was there at number 3. Obviously, like I said, this is a little bit different and more weird than everything else. Coming in at the best quarterback, we have Drew Brees again. Daniel Jones is down there at number 6. Best running back, Saquon did go down there at number 3. Best receiver should be Golden Tate, if I had to guess. Wow, it was Julio Jones. I can't get mad about it, but Golden Tate had a great year. Do we have anybody else? No. Offensive line, we should not have anybody on this list. Yeah, not yet. Defensive line, anybody here? No. Linebackers, is there anybody here? No as well. Amusar wasn't. Okay, I guess Amusar didn't have a good enough year. I thought he had a good year. Best DB was Julian Love. Wow, best corner in the NFC at the moment. That's crazy. And then obviously I don't. Oh wow, Rosas did make it up here. 11 kicks and he gets it up here. So cool. Team looks very good. We're gonna go look at the roster before we sim into the divisional round and just see where we're at. See if anybody upped Ev traits and kind of what happened there. We have a lot of coach XP we're gonna spend later, but Daniel Jones up to an 84, about to be an 85 once I upgrade him here. He wants to be an improviser for the system, so let's upgrade that. See what he can get up to, and I don't know if he went up actually. I saw the morale go up, so I'm not sure what happened, but Golden Tate points to 84, Slayton's an 80, Shepard's an 83. Saquon's at 92. Andrew Thomas is at 81. Lemieux's at a 69. So is Parrott. So offensive line is developing pretty nicely. Defensive-wise, we have Julian Love here at an 81 overall with 2 upgrades to go and a hidden development. He was a normal before. He's a Pro Bowler. So, wow, did he get a... I mean, man, the guy is... The move to corner is very well for Julian Love. So we're going to get him up here. He's up to an 82, hopefully an 83 after this next upgrade as well. Yes, it is an 83 overall for Julian Love. So absolutely perfect move for him to go. Oh, I didn't need to back out. Go right back in real quick. But Julian Love just having a great year, first year, is going to help us out a lot for this rebuild. It helps us at that corner position as he's about to be the number 1 corner over Bradbury, to be honest. Amusar did not go up at all, obviously, but he did have a great year. Same with Blake Martinez up to a 75. Pepper's an 81, McKinney's at a 77, and the team's looking good. So we're going to sim into the next week real quick, and we're going to see who we end up going into the divisional round. Let's talk to our general manager real quick. Obviously, we punched our ticket to the thing. The whole team got plus 20 on morale. That's going to help them all with their ratings. Let's just auto-upgrade these guys as well. Let's get everybody on their best game because we are going into the divisional round. With a first-round bye, we're going to be hosting somebody, and it's going to be Tampa Bay and his Buccaneers at home. We lost to them in the season, so it's going to be kind of a different one for us. Let's see if we can come back and win this. We're going to upgrade to Andrew Thomas, but we will see you guys when we are in the game. All right, here we go. It is snowing in MetLife as we are the first quarter drive is ours. We're going to be simming it here and seeing third down. Can we get a touchdown here to start it off? We do 7-0 here as we're looking good in the sim. It's third down again. We're still driving down the field in the red zone, making it 14-0. We get the ball right back. We can't score, though, as they're going to go down and put up 3 points on the board. We put up a quick touchdown as they put up another field goal, and we are just absolutely dominating the Buccaneers here. It's 28-14. A field goal kick. We make it 31-14. They're going for it, and they get stopped. We already won this game, so I just want to hop in real quick and just see how this team looks, how it feels. Hopefully I don't make a mistake, but we're pretty much just going to run the ball. But I just want to see how we're looking. Daniel Jones, Shepard, Tate, Ingram, Smith. It's the team's looking good. We're obviously going into the next round, and I'm excited. So 20 carries for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns for Saquon. I know we all just saw that stat line. Let's see if we can get him one more touchdown. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, it's not going to go there. But, oh, wait, maybe he is. No, he's not. He's going to be down at the 9. But 223 yards, 3 touchdowns on 21. He's averaging over 10 yards a carry. As Joe Judge's first season has been nothing but immense success as we are heading to the championship round. Daniel Jones literally threw 98 yards and no touchdowns because Saquon Barkley carried us through this whole game. Just, wow. I mean, he almost had as many rushing yards as Tom Brady had throwing. That's Saquon, you're the man. All right, so following our 31-14 win over the Buccaneers, we're heading to the conference championship. Who are we going to be facing here? It is going to be the Dallas Cowboys, our in-division rivals, who were 11-4-1. So pretty similar record to ours. This is going to be a tough one. I mean, obviously Saquon Barkley is that weekly award. I don't even think we have to check it, but this is going to be a tough one. Let's upgrade our players real quick. It's just Dexter Lawrence who's got the upgrade, but it's going to help us a little bit. He goes up another overall as well. The team's playing well. We haven't lost since week 8, I think it is, or no, week 9, I think it was when we lost our last game. So we are on a super, super hot streak. let's see if we can make it to a Super Bowl in our first year. It'll make this rebuild a lot easier because we can have a lot more fun after year one. All right, coming in here to the NFC Championship. It's snowing. We're on defense to start off. And Dallas, their stadium is inside. They're nice weather, Texas weather. It's not really going to be snowing too hard in Dallas too much. And obviously not on the field. So they're not used to this weather. We need to show them how we play here in New Jersey, East Rutherford, as they're going to put up a field goal right away. They get the ball right back. They put up a touchdown, and we need to score here. As we do, we end up putting 7 on the board. Another stop here. They end up getting another field goal. It's third down. We end up punting, man. We're turning the ball over too much. We need to get more points as we are driving down the field here. We're in the red zone. We do put up a touchdown, 14-13. We're going down the field. We're scoring again, 21-13. We're going down the field again, kicking a field goal. It goes in. We're up by 11 right now in the fourth quarter. We're about to score again. We go up 27-13 here in the fourth, as they end up going down and scoring 20-20, or it's 20-27. We need to hold on to this ball. We win. We are going to the Super Bowl in year one. Our offensive coordinator is their head coach right now. Obviously, we can't fix that, but he should be on our sideline celebrating because we are going to the Super Bowl. These guys should be celebrating a lot more because they're going to the Super Bowl. And Dak Prescott might not be a Cowboy after the season. But look at him taking pictures. Oh, it's hilarious. But yeah, we are going to the Super Bowl in year one, and that is absolutely nuts. So looking at the stats real quick, 297 and 2 for Daniel Jones. Saquon added 23 carries for 98 yards. Golden Tate had 72 yards. I mean, a very good game for us. We held Dak to under 150 yards in the air. That is absolutely beast. What a great game for the Giants as we are heading to the Super Bowl in year one. All right, so now we are going to the Super Bowl. We're going to sim past the Pro Bowl roster because obviously we're not going to have anybody on there. So look at Daniel Jones going up another overall. I mean, he had a great game against the Cowboys. We're giving him another improviser. He's up to an 85 with the morale boost. So he's at an 82, I think, right now without the morale boost. But he is, I mean, we haven't lost a game since, like I said, week 9. We're going up against the Colts in the Super Bowl. Phillip Rivers apparently had a great first year. Jonathan Taylor as well. They're 9-7 and they made the Super Bowl. So they are the underdogs. We are the heavy favorites to win this year. Let's see if we can win a Super Bowl year one. Before we get into it, we have 2 upgrades here for Julian Love, as he just keeps getting higher and higher in overall, as he is up to an 86 right now with the morale boost. What an absolute beast of a corner in Julian Love. We have Tate and Daniel Jones as well. I'm just going to auto upgrade because I want to get right into the Super Bowl. If we can win this year one, it's going to be a lot more fun for this rest of this rebuild. All right, here we are, Super Bowl 50, what is it, 54? Yeah, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. We're going up against Indianapolis. Let's see what the team can do, as they start off with a touchdown quick here. They're the quote-unquote home team. We need to go. We're down 14-0 in the beginning of the game. We need to put some points up on the board. They're up 21-0. We need points. We haven't even scored in the first half. We miss a field goal. We need to have a big second half here. Third down. We're in the red zone. We put up 7 points. Stop them here. Okay, here we go. We're making a comeback. We are making the comeback. Third down. I'm playing this. We're not kicking a field goal. We can't afford to kick a field goal here. So we're gonna hop in here and try and get a touchdown. Let's see. Let's send Golden Tate on a slant route here. He's open. Touchdown. He dropped the ball. Oh my gosh, and they're just driving down the field. They put up more points. We just absolutely got decimated in this Super Bowl, as Frank Reich and the Colts look like geniuses signing Phillip Rivers. What a heartbreak. I mean, I was not expecting a Super Bowl year one, so for us to make it is crazy. But great season for the Giants, as it's hard seeing the all-blue confetti coming down. We wanted to see some blue and red. But great season for the boys, 12-4. Joe Judge is looking like a solid signing. DJ, you should be back soon in this video. So now after a devastating smacking by the Colts in the Super Bowl, we are going to look into who we're going to re-sign. We got a couple contracts that we can negotiate here. Darnay Holmes should not have a contract. It's just because we signed him from our practice squad. But we are going to give him an extension here. He's going to be a solid corner for a while, so we give him that. Caden Smith, the fan in me loves Caden Smith. I'm a big Caden Smith fan in real life, but 70 overall normal at 23, I don't really need to pay him that money, so I'm going to hold off. Elijah Penny, let's just lock down our fullback for however long we can. Give him a 3-year deal. Hopefully he takes that. That's perfect. On Wuasor, 28 years old, 75. He had great stats, but I just don't see me paying him $14 million. I just don't. Yeah, so I think that's all the signings we're going to do, and we're going to head into free agency here. So going into free agency here, we only are throwing offers at 2 guys here, and one of them I'm not even going to be mad at if I don't get him, but Zach Pascal, he killed us apparently in the Super Bowl, and he went up to a superstar development throughout the season. So at 25 years old, superstar development, 80 overall, I think he'd be a good addition to our receiving core that is aging. You know, Shepard at 27, Tate at 32. Obviously, they have long contracts, but if we get a guy like Pascal, it gives us the opportunity to, you know, maybe send a Golden Tate on his way or Shepard on his way a little bit earlier, because right now those are big contracts, and we have Slayton as well. But definitely would be good to add him to be probably our wide receiver 4 for the first year, depending on how Golden Tate regresses. And then we have Anthony Brown here, not superstar, a regular star dev at 26 years old. Going to pay about $22.8 million for him, so I'm not mad about that. Hopefully he does sign with us as some corner depth for our team. So we ended up getting the exact opposite as we wanted. We did not get Anthony Brown, but we did get Zach Pascal. But looking at the team, if you didn't see already, Golden Tate ended up going up to a superstar development after a good year from him. Zach Pascal is obviously superstar as well. Slayton's there at 82, Shepard at 85. The team is looking very good. Parrott is 73, Lemieux at a 72. Daniel Jones still a star dev. He did not end up going up. Let's see what else happened. Julian Love is still a star dev. McKinney ended up being a star as well. So no gold on the offense, but we do have 2 receivers now with superstar dev, and I'm very, very excited to see what this team can do next year. All right, so going into the 2021 NFL Draft, we are not going to have a pick until pick 31, which is a very long way to wait. And we are going to see what happens. Are the Patriots going to get Trevor Lawrence here? They are. So Trevor Lawrence is in New England, and we get to get another dynasty all over again. The Rams ended up having the second pick. I just want to see what the Rams do here. They get P. Sewell. So we're going to sim to the end of the first round, see what we can get here at pick 31. We're looking at a couple things. We're looking at maybe another corner and another middle linebacker most likely as well, as Tyler Lindenbaum went right before us, which is okay. Justin Fields is still on the board, ETN, Najee Harris. These are all great players. Obviously not going to help us, though. I like Brevin Jordan, but I don't think that tight end is going to be the biggest need for us. So let's go look at middle linebacker. Patty Fisher is there. He's supposed to be a third-round talent, but we might need to reach on him here in the first round due to him being the best linebacker out there. Or we could go for a corner and maybe a Paulson Adebo, who is a first-round grade here, which I think we might want to do. We do have some corners here that do fit our system, though, and that's kind of what we want to do, especially with it being realistic. But, I mean, a 6'1 corner, I don't think there's a way we pass him up. We have Love, we have Bradbury, and we also have, not Grant Haley. We do have Grant Haley, but Darnay Holmes. But I think Adebo would help us out a lot. Or do we go with a Patty Fisher here? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. It's a little bit hard to figure out, because I don't think Patty Fisher's going to be there. He's a scheme fit. I think we're going to go with Patty Fisher here. Take him. He ends up being a 71 overall normal development, so not the best selection. Hopefully he does better, though, than what his rating is right now. Same to the second round. Hopefully there's still going to be a deep corner class. We saw a lot of corners there. There's got to be at least one that's still going to be there, as 2 back-to-back offensive line picks for the Cowboys. Wow, Justin Fields is still on the board. That's kind of crazy. But going over to the cornerback position, Bryce Thomas, wow, so a lot of the guys did end up getting taken. Isaac Taylor-Stewart is there. Thomas Graham is a second-round talent. I think he might be our pick here. Avery Young is a third-round talent out of Rutgers, and he fits our build. Ooh, all right. I think we go here with the best available guy who is showing a second-round grade, and that's going to be Thomas Graham. So we're going to take him here, and he's a 72 overall normal dev. That's good. And then after that, if we can still get the other corner that was there, that's supposed to be a second-round talent, or a third-round talent, was it, later in the draft, I think that would be a lot better for us. So let's go over to the cornerback position, see if we can get one more stop. And he should still be here. Avery Young out of Rutgers. He fits our system. Taking him here, 72 overall, 20 years old. So he might beat out the guy we just picked last round. So that's going to be very good. And then after this, we're going to be able to pick kind of best available players at this point. So I'm going to be excited to see what we can get here. as we could trade away the picks as well if we're not seeing anybody. So let's look at who's here on the board. Terrace Marshall's still there. He could add to our team. Nick Bolton would be a solid pick. Tyler Johnson's there from ASU. We could use another power rusher. I think we go with... I'm going to go with Nick Bolton, I think. 3rd round grade. He ends up having a hidden development. 69 overall, but a hidden development. That's going to be very good for us. So I'm very excited to see what Nick Bolton can do for us. Hopefully we can get the ASU Tyler Johnson. Maybe we'll trade up real quick. Oh, wait. We have a pick in 10 picks. Do we think he's going to go? Let's bet on it. Let's bet that he doesn't. Jordan Davis ends up going. So who do we have? We do need another tight end as well. Is he still there? He is not, unfortunately. Big Cat Bryant is an undrafted. So let's get another outside linebacker. Maybe. No. Okay, so nobody's there that I'm looking at that really is going to be good. Nazir Ladine, if you know from the Dolphins rebuild, he is very good. So is Leon O'Neal. So is Reed Blankenship. These guys have dev trades. I'm not going to take them. So is Bubba Bolden because the auto draft did that for us in that rebuild. But let's go look at tight ends. Who's the best one here? Luke Farrell. He's got 5th round grade. We're in the 4th round. Let's see what he is. 69 overall. Not bad. I'm not going to complain here. And then I'm just going to let my CPU draft the rest of it, see what they end up doing. They do pretty well sometimes. So we sit in the draft here, and we're going to look at our team when we get to it. So looking here at the Draft 1 recap, not a bad draft, not a great draft. We ended up taking Patty Fisher in the 1st round, 71 overall normal development. But we also took Nick Bolton, who is a 69 hidden development. So we're going to see what he can do. We have Thomas Graham Jr., 72 overall, as well as Avery Young, both 72 overalls. Avery Young's definitely going to be a little bit higher because he's 2 years younger. Let's see. They ended up getting a guy, Brett Heggie, who's a 69 overall here. So not bad in the 6th round. And then nobody too... Did any of you guys have hidden developments? Probably not. Jordan Scott had normal. Griffin Palmer, another tight end, normal development here, 65 overall. And then Blake Andrews, who had normal development as well. But overall, not a bad draft for the CPU, and then not a bad draft in general. So I'm excited to see what the team looks like coming into this year and see if we can withhold our status at the top of the NFL. So looking at how the team is panning out for the start of the year, not too much of a difference here. Pretty much the starting lineup is complete same. We have Zach Pascal at wide receiver 4 right now. After the season, we'll probably look to move on from Shepard or Tate, depending on how they look, because they both are, I think, regressing at this point, which is kind of weird. I don't think Shepard should be regressing, but they're going down. As well as looking at the defense, pretty similar to last year. Julian Love is up there, 84 overall as our starting corner. We are going to have Darnay Holmes. Actually, where's our guy Avery Young? He's going to be our number 3 corner. We're going to have to move him there. And then other than that, everything else looks pretty solid. Patty Fisher is going to be our starting middle linebacker, but we do have to edit this a little bit. But overall, the team's looking pretty good. All right, so before the season starts, we are ending up actually making a pretty big splash trade here with Cleveland. We're going to be sending our tackling machine, Blake Martinez, along with Grant Haley and Corey Ballantyne to the Cleveland Browns and getting J.C. Treader back. He is a little bit aging, 29 years old, but at an 80 overall, he's going to hold down the offensive line a lot better. And I think that with our 2 rookie linebackers and Patty Fisher and Nick Bolton, with Nick Bolton having the development trait, Blake Martinez at a 75 is expandable, so getting a starting caliber center to replace Lemieux is going to be very good for our squad. So now we're pretty much ready to get into the preseason. Going into it, we're looking at a revival year. We're trying to get the actual win for the Super Bowl. Knowing the Madden sim, we're probably going to go like 4-12 or whatever, but hopefully we do well. So let's get through this preseason, and we'll see you when we get to the regular season with the team. All right, so now that we're here in the regular season, we're going to set a goal to make the playoffs. We did it last year. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't do it this year. Team is, if anything, better. We're up to 82 overall, 85 offense, 79 defense. I think that we should be able to do well. So we're going to be simming here, and I'm going to check in with the Week 5 bye to see how this first few weeks go. All right, so here at the Week 5 bye, we are 2-2, which isn't horrible, but the Cowboys are undefeated, so it does hurt a little bit. We had a breakout opportunity from Lorenzo Carter last week, and he did not get it, so he's still going to be down there. Might have to replace him if he does not go up. But looking at who's going to need contracts here for the team, Evan Ingram's going to need a new deal. Dalvin Tomlinson, Jabril Peppers, Xavier McKinney, Matt Parrott, Lemieux. I mean, other than that, there's a lot of space to give up, but we definitely need to get Evan Ingram back at 25 years old, already at 89 overall. Let's give him a 5-year deal. Let's give him some good amount of money here, as he is going to accept that deal. That is very good. Dalvin Tomlinson, 26 years old, 81 overall. He's not really getting any better, but that's a cheap deal. So if he takes this, I'm going to be happy. Perfect. He takes that. That's not too much money. I'm okay with that. Dribble Peppers is 24, 82 overall. I'm okay paying him what he wants. He takes that. That's perfect. McKinney as well, 21 years old, 79 overall. That is a very friendly deal. Let's try and get 4 years out of him. We do. We get 4 years out of McKinney, so that is great. Other than that, a lot of these guys can go. I'm going to try and get Parrott back if we can. But other than that, I think we probably can let a lot of these guys go. All right, and one of the crazier deals that we've done, we have an aging Von Miller who's been regressing. The Broncos are looking to move a little bit away from that. They're getting a receiver, a veteran receiver in Golden Tate, our first-round pick this year and our third-round pick this year, which are valued right now at pick 12 and 76. So 2 picks inside the top 80 picks and Golden Tate. And we're getting Von Miller to help us hopefully regain some premise in this NFC East. And now that we have a new edge rusher in Von Miller, we just made a splash here with the Detroit Lions, getting Danny Shelton to boost up that defensive line, get another big boy in there. We're sending Kyler Fackrell and next year's third-round pick for Shelton. Hopefully he can help us out on that defensive line. And now with a free spot on the roster, with all these tradings, we need another receiver. You know, Corey Coleman's not going to be there for too long. We're going to get another guy in Bryan Edwards here, who's on the practice squad of the Kansas City Chiefs right now. So the Raiders didn't believe in him. The Chiefs have him in the practice squad. We're going to end up signing him to our team. He's going to be our wide receiver number 4 right away. So now with the moves we've made, obviously we're still at 2-4, but these moves should help us a lot as a full-on team. So right now we're basically tied for last place in the division. Let's try and get a late playoff run going to maybe sneak in as hopefully a wild card. All right, so I'm showing this right here. Week 17, we are 8-7. Cowboys have already cemented the division, but we need to win this game. We need to win this game. As you're looking here, I think right now we have a wild card spot. Let's see, NFC. Right now I think we're tied. We're in a 3-way tie with the Packers and Falcons, so we need to win this game, man. This is if we can win this game, we should maybe get in. It's a tough one. The NFC was pretty. Look at all the 7s and 8s here. So we need to win this game. This is a huge game, and we're going up against the toughest team. But hopefully they're resting their players because they're in the playoffs. We need to win this game. Can we do it? We do not. We end up losing 31-15 and missing out on the playoffs with an 8-8 record. Not what we were expecting after being in the Super Bowl last year, but team's got some more kinks to work out. That's okay. We're still going to be building. We're still doing good. So we'll see you guys in the offseason. Actually, no, we're going to see the stats real quick before we do that. All right, so starting off with Daniel Jones, a down year compared to last year. Only 26 touchdowns and 11 picks, so a very different year from what we saw the year before. Almost 4,000 yards again, which is still very good, but touchdowns need to be higher. Interceptions are okay where they're at, but wish for more. Saquon, 15 touchdowns, 1,400 yards almost. I mean, what an absolute beast this guy is. Daniel Jones added 203 on the ground as well. Receiving-wise, Zach Pascal led us with 940 and 6, so a good signing there for us. Slayton had 865 and 6. Shepard with only 791 and 3. Ingram had 7 touchdowns. Barkley had 2. Toilolo ended up adding 1 to our arsenal as well. Blocking-wise, Thomas and Parrott still giving up sacks, but I'm okay with that. Those aren't horrible numbers, especially because they're still relatively young. Defensively wise, Nick Bolton, our rookie, and Patty Fisher, both our rookies, led us with 100 tackles each. Added 2.5 sacks together, about 15 TFLs, added 2 interceptions. So very good tandem of linebackers here. Julian Love still doing what he does, except no interceptions this year. He went from 6 to 0, which is insane. It's probably because people stopped testing him. But Peppers with 3, Avery Young, our rookie corner, with 2. Bradbury added 1. Even Ebner went out there and got a pick for us. So still doing well there. And then, once again, Rosas just isn't kicking the ball much. And when he is, he's not doing too well. But what else are you going to do about it? Looking at the yearly awards, Lamar Jackson wins his second MVP of his career. Obviously, in this one, it's probably his first, but Trevor Lawrence almost won MVP as the probably means he's Rookie of the Year, most likely. Trubisky's up there as well. We had nobody. Coach of the Year, we're not going to be up here, I don't think, but our offensive coordinator is. NFC, let's go here. Trubisky was Player of the Year for the NFC. We had Saquon Barkley down there. Defensive Player of the Year, we did not have anybody. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Najee Harris for the Los Angeles Rams. We ended up not having anyone. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Dante Stills of the Cardinals. Bolton and Fisher came in second and third. That's going to be it for us. And I'm pretty much not going to go through all of these. I want to see, did Saquon win this? No, he didn't. He got second. But, yeah, other than that, pretty good season for us. 8-8's not horrible. The team looked a little bit different than the Super Bowl contenders. You know, it's going to happen. So we'll see you guys when we get into the playoffs. So really quick before we do, they did add the Pro Bowl. Obviously, we're not going to play it, but looking at the Pro Bowl rosters, we had Saquon Barkley make it here. Let's see, who else did we end up having? Nobody here. Doesn't look like any linemen. Was it just Saquon Barkley that ended up making it for us? It looks like it is. So Saquon Barkley was the lone giant on the NFC team. So in Super Bowl 45, the Browns ended up beating the Packers 28-21. It's usually always the Browns winning a Super Bowl somehow. Looking at re-signing, Bryan Edwards, 73 overall at 22 years old. I think this is somebody we want to keep as our wide receiver depth here. 2 more years for $2 million. I'm not mad with that. He's going to stay with us. Perfect. Going down Matt Parrott. If Matt Parrott doesn't take this, we'll be able to get somewhere else. But I'll bump him up a little bit. And he wants to stay with the team, so that's good. We do still have Matt Parrott. We still might look to upgrade him, depending on it is. But other than that, everyone else pretty much good to go. Lemieux, I really like what you did for the team, but we don't need you anymore. We have Treader. And, yeah, I think everyone else is good. So we will see you guys in free agency. All right, so we're here in the offseason. I realized that, personally, it's user error. We ended up not making the playoffs. We went 8-8. After the bye week, my recording just wasn't working. I didn't even check it until just right now. So, yeah, we went 8-8. We had a chance to make the playoffs in Week 17. We had to beat the Cowboys, but we did not. So we did not do that. Stats-wise, we did okay. Not too great, but overall, we had a good time with our players. I mean, the players did well, but not enough to get to the playoffs. Browns ended up winning 28-21. Yeah, so some of that footage is going to be gone. This is going to be a little bit cut out, so apologies for that. Once again, it's going to happen sometimes, but unfortunately, that's not there. But you didn't miss out on much. We missed the playoffs. We're in the offseason now. Yeah, and that's where we're at. So let's go to the offseason. Let's go to the free agency period, and let's see what we can get here in free agency. So one of the most annoying things about Madden is they never re-sign Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, because he's going to reset the market $266 million. But the Chiefs will never let go of Mahomes. It's annoying, but this is how the sim is working. They need to fix it. We're not going to get Mahomes. I mean, his contract's absolutely nuts. Not even, actually. It's just his signing bonus is so high. We could offer Mahomes a contract and get him. But what we will actually do is Jalen Ramsey is a free agent. I am okay with paying him a bag to make him a New York Giant. 97 overall. That's 97 points. And on top of that, we don't want him to go to the rival Cowboys. So for him to add to our corner depth will be very, very good. If we don't get him, it's not the end of the world. But I would like to have him. Jordan Love ends up hitting free agency, so that's kind of weird. But let's see. Is there anybody here that was willing to take, like Tyrod Taylor or somebody? I just want somebody that's older that I can have as my backup. I might just draft somebody, to be honest. I think I'm just going to draft somebody there. But we have $17 million else to spend if we want to. I'm opposed to it, mostly because I don't think that we need to. But if there's a good offensive lineman that saves me from drafting somebody, I think we're pretty much going to be set here for our defense, as I think we're going to be good. So looking at where the team's at, I'm excited about it. If we get Jalen Ramsey, that's going to be perfect. I think I'm going to up his offer a little bit more just because I want to be safe. Let's give him 6.5 a year. Gets me up one more point. I'm ahead of the Cowboys. We should get Jalen Ramsey, and let's see what happens. We do. We get Jalen Ramsey. So, I mean, what else can you say? This is going to be a fun year. We have Ramsey on the squad with Bradbury, with Love, our young guys in Young. This is going to be a very fun team to play with. Dalvin should be above Shelton here, but I mean the team's looking nice, man. The team is looking very nice, and it's progressing. So I'm excited. I think we're gonna have a very good second or third year now in the rebuild. So let's go ahead and head over to the NFL draft. So heading into the NFL draft, if you do remember, we traded away our pick for Von Miller in that Von Miller trade. So we do not have a first round selection, but we do have our second round selection. It would have been pick 19, so it sucks. But I'd rather have Von Miller, I think, than pick 19. Let's kind of just see who goes first overall. It's a random generated player. It's going to be a guy named Derek Green. So this is obviously a randomly generated draft class. This is not anything that I was a part of. I didn't pick the roster. I didn't make it. It's going to be all auto-generated. So we're going to have to go back to some old tricks to see if we can get somebody from a deeper down spot to be a playmaker day one pretty much. See a lot of guys in red. Joey Boone is a second rounder. Let's see. Let's just go to Scouted and see who we have. A lot of reds. There's Josh Marsh, a D tackle. Reggie Wiley, a D tackle. A halfback, and Brian Cook, who looks like an absolute beast. He's a power back. Ronald Newman here. Supposed to be a 5th round pick. He's a 1st round talent. Those are really good stats. I'm going to be taking Roland Newman, 73 overall, hidden development. He's probably going to be starting over Matt Parrott, 15 ranked value, and we got him at pick 19 in the second round. All right, we're going to be ending up taking Marion Marshall. He fits our scheme. He's a 5th round talent. We're getting him in the middle to late 4th round here. We need to back up to, 61 overall. That is pretty bad. So definitely not what we wanted. But we needed somebody to at least back up McKinney. We have no backup free safety at the moment. So at least we filled that there. A guy, Wendell Hargrove there, who was on our draft board, it's ended up being a 70 overall. So we could just go with the guys who are on a draft board who we know are, all the draft board guys got taken, actually. That is crazy. So we're going to be, not draft board, scouted. That's why I was, so we do have some guys here that should be decent. I'm going to take this guy, Clinton Dubois, because he is a 2nd round grade, and he's going to be 68 overall, which is very good. All right, we also need a backup quarterback. So looking at who is available, this guy's the best combine grade. Wesley Vernon ended up actually having there's actually some guys down here, but these are all scramblers. If they're a scrambler, you know they're not going to be a good actual player. So strong arm, 4.1 grade. We're going to end up taking Brent Harper to be our backup quarterback here. He ends up being a 55 overall, so that's pretty god-awful, but we just need somebody to fill the position. And I'm just going to let the CPU draft whoever after this. All right, so hopping into our next season, obviously we had our draft, which is looking good, but we are going to be moving on here to the 2021 season and trying to get back to where we were our first season as Super Bowl competitors is what I guess we can call it. But let's go ahead and look at the team here real quick. Wow, I couldn't speak that. But real quick, let's look at the team, see how we're doing. So the offensive line looks very, very good. Obviously, we got Newman at right tackle. Thomas is progressing very well. Hernandez is just kind of sitting there at ratings. But that's kind of how the offensive line is. Ingram's up to a 90. Daniel Jones up to 85. Saquon's a 94. The receiving core looks very good as well. Obviously, we did get rid of Golden Tate, but we know what we got in for Golden Tate. Defensively, Von Miller's here with Lorenzo Carter at a star dev. Defensive line is still looking big, bad, and mean as always. Jalen Ramsey, the new addition with James Bradbury. And, of course, Julian Love, our superstar in our eyes because of how great of a year he had his first year. Last year was a little bit of a downswing, but still an 85. And then, of course, we have Jabril Peppers, Xavier McKinney at the top, and some young guys in the middle. So, loving what the team's looking like. I think that we're still in a very solid spot to be a good team this year. But do I think this team is a Super Bowl contender? Not really. But we will see how it goes. And actually, I'm gonna move Shepard down to wide receiver 4. Not wide receiver 4, wide receiver 3, just because I want Slayton to get as much time as he can, as well as Pascal, because they are very young. Shepard is 28 now. 28 now, obviously star dev, so he's not really going to go up any higher. But we have Pascal, who's a star dev, or superstar dev as well. So, team's looking good. I'm excited to see what we can do here, and we'll get into the season, and we'll see you guys when the bye week is upon us. All right, so coming in here to the halfway point, we are in week 9. We are 5-3 actually. We did go on a little bit of a losing tear. We were 4-1, lost 2, and then ended up beating the Redskins last week. So 5-3 is not bad, but you guys already see it on the screen. Something that we're gonna have to do is extend Saquon Barkley. Now, he is looking for a pretty easy offer to make. That's not what the normal running back numbers are asking for nowadays. That's about a Austin Eckler contract. So I have no. I'm gonna bump it up, honestly. Because this is realistic. Let's give him a good signing bonus. Yeah, I want $100 million is what Saquon Barkley deserves. So I obviously did not need to pay him that, but $100 million is what he deserves. Andrew Thomas deserves money as well. We need him to stay there, so let's bump him up a little bit, see if we can get that. He wants to make a little bit more. Okay. Let's see. Hernandez. Let's keep Hernandez. Will you just take that 2 more years for that? Okay, well, he needs more money as well. Man, so there's a lot of contracts we need to do. Von Miller, as long as he's healthy, obviously his regression is a little bit worrisome, but let's see if he takes this. Okay, so we do get Von Miller back. Man, these guys are a little bit harder. I think we're going to sit and wait because I want to get Carter back. But I could probably replace Carter if I need to. But Thomas I need, Hernandez I need, and we'll see what else we go from there. But a lot of our money is going to be gone because of that Saquon Barkley contract, but we needed to get him on our team for a realistic price. So that's where we're at with the contracts. But let's go ahead and look at the midway point stats here to see how the team is doing. And already I'm not liking exactly what I'm seeing here. Daniel Jones, 1,800 yards, 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Just not enough touchdowns. Needs to get that up. Rushing, though, Saquon Barkley's got 12 touchdowns already on the year with 739 yards on the ground halfway through. Daniel Jones added 1 as well. Deion Lewis with 2. But Zach Pascal is leading us with 536 and 5. Slayton's got 433 and 1. Ingram with 268 and 3. And then Saquon obviously is there as well. Sterling Shepard, no touchdowns, but has gotten a good amount of receptions for us as well. How are the sack numbers looking? A lot better than what they have before. Our tackles obviously are going to let it through some sacks. But Julian Love leading us in tackles with McKinney and Bolton right behind. We got a bunch of TFLs from Dalvin Tomlinson. Sack department, 13 from Von Miller. What a move to get Von Miller. And he has an interception as well. Patty Fisher's got 2. And we got a couple more down the line from everybody else. So overall, the team is looking good. This is a very defensively heavy team now looking at it. So hopefully this defense can lead us to a championship. But we will see you guys when we get to the offseason or the postseason, depending on where we're at. Sit. Good girl. All right, boys. So I'm hopping in here because I wanted to see and show what we've done in the season so far. So we are 9-6. We're going against the 2-12-1 Broncos in Week 17, and we're at the top of the division. If we win this game, we clinch the division no matter what. If we lose, then they're going to have the advantage because they're going to be 9-6-1, and we're going to be 9-7. So that's going to be. We're going to lose out if Cowboys or Redskins win. We're banking on them all, everyone under us all losing. But it's a close division. We need to win this game against the Broncos, and there's no reason we don't. Now, looking at negotiations, we are going to actually let go of Leonard Williams and James Bradbury this season, as well as B.J. Hill, Deion Lewis, etc. Just simply for the fact that we don't have the funds to be able to bring them back. Obviously, I'd love to have Leonard Williams stay on this defensive line, as well as James Bradbury stay as that number 3 corner, but it's just not worth paying $10 million to a third corner, and if I were to pay Leonard Williams, I'd leave myself $3 or $4 million in cap space. Just not possible, so these are 2 guys we're letting go, but we did re-sign everybody else. The offensive line is sticking together. We got back Shelton and Carter on the defensive side as well, so definitely going to be very good, but we're going to live sim this here because we better win this and make the playoffs. I mean, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Everybody else won. Everybody else won except for us. We're going up against the 2-12-1 Broncos. Let's go, just for giggles, let's go over to the Broncos this year. Where stats? Let's go over to the Broncos, just see why they were 2-12. Oh my God, I can't make this up. Madden Sim is just so bad. All right, Drew Lock, 26 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. 18 interceptions. All right, that's not horrible. It's not good. All right, running game was non-existent. They got 1,000 yards together combined with Lindsey and Gordon. Receiving, pretty solid. I mean, Trent Taylor was their number 2, so I mean, I don't know what I don't know what to say about this. Offensive line, 14 sacks allowed from Bowles. On the defensive side, what do they have? They have Josh Ross at linebacker, young guy. Jadeveon Clowney's very good. That's good, but we took Von Miller from them. So regathering myself now, where we looked at on the season, almost 4,000 yards from Daniel Jones, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Great year from Daniel Jones. Can't complain about that. 17 touchdowns and 1,400 yards for Saquon Barkley. Those are MVP numbers. Yards could be up a little bit more, but he's probably got them in the passing game. So imagine if Deion Lewis wasn't even there getting anything. So, I mean, amazing year from Saquon. Daniel Jones added 3 touchdowns as well. Pascal, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Slayton, 900 yards, 11 touchdowns. I mean, the team was playing out of its mind at the end of the year. Sack numbers are down. Bolton and Love both over 100 yards or 100 tackles, with Patty Fisher being right there. Sack department, Von Miller with 16 sacks on the year. And then you look at the interception totals: 2 from Fisher, 2 from Bradbury, 2 from Peppers, 2 from Young. Miller, Bolton, and Ramsey all add 1 as well. I mean, the team was playing very well. And we cannot be a 2-12 team to make the playoffs. Everyone else in our division beat their opponent in the last week, and we lose and now fall out of the playoffs because of that. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that the team can't do that. I mean, we lost by a field goal, so I mean, it's not. There's no excuse, man. There's just no excuse. So going into the yearly awards, Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP for the Chicago Bears. We'll have to definitely look into that real quick, but Saquon better be on this list. He's not even on the list. Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence are there. I mean, I guess. NFC Player of the Year. Saquon Barkley's all the way down there at 9. All right. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller came in second behind Eric Kendricks. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we had Brent Harper was down there as our backup quarterback, I think. So, all right. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had Marion Marshall was there, but nobody. Best quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Let's see. Daniel Jones all the way down at 9. A little weird. Best running back was not Saquon Barkley, but was Todd Gurley. All right. So I'm not even going to keep looking at this list. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. So I'm gonna sim another offseason and see if we want to keep going. Usually we do 3 years, but let's see how the team looks because I feel like we've been robbed multiple times. All right, so going into the draft recap, we have our first 2 picks here, and then not too much after this. We got Marvin Mayer at 67 overall late in the draft, which is pretty solid. But other than that, nothing too hot. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think that this team has run its course. It's definitely going downhill. I mean, looking at where we ended off, Daniel Jones ended up at 86, Saquon 96. Pascal's now an X factor with an 86 overall. He went up. Slayton is an 85. Shepard's an 83. Thomas, Hernandez, Treader, Zeitler, Newman, and Ingram all 90 overalls. Let's see what else we got. Man, Montre Wilkinson's going to be our starting right end now. I mean, the team looks all right. It looks all right. That worries me at right end, but I mean, he's a rookie, so it makes sense. We're going to sim to the end of the season right away. We're not gonna look at anything. We're simming to the playoffs, and if we make it, we make it. I'm not gonna help any dev traits. I'm not gonna negotiate any contracts. I'm not gonna upgrade any players. We are just going to be simming all the way to the end, because I feel personally robbed because that first season when we were in the Super Bowl, it did not go well, to say the least. It did not go well. Then the second year, we should have done better. We did not. Third year, I cannot believe we didn't make the playoffs after the circumstances we were in. It should have been an easy win. But this year, in 2022, we make the wild card at 10-6. All right, boys, the video goes on. So the team's looking nice. Let's go to stats. Let's see how the team's doing it. We won the division. Daniel Jones, 32 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Another great year by Daniel Jones. Hopefully he's progressed. 14-14 for Saquon, just absolute beast. Daniel Jones is there. We have Joshua Kelly now on our roster, which is pretty cool. Receiving-wise, Zach Pascal, our X Factor, is almost 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Ingram with 8, Slayton with 8, Shepard with 3, Barkley with 3. Kelly added 1 to his as well. Looking at the defensive side, nobody broke 100 tackles, but 18.5 sacks from Von Miller. Von Miller's been a beast. Our rookie, Montre Wilkerson, came in second with 6 sacks. Interception department, 4 from McKinney, 2 from Bolton and Young. Miller, Fisher, Peppers, Carter, and Graham all got 1 as well. Ramsey was down here as well. But, I mean, the team did well. Let's see any yearly awards that we need to look at real quick. Zeke won MVP. All right, let's go look at what Zeke did, because with what Saquon did last year and what Saquon continues to do, Zeke has to be doing something pretty special for the Cowboys for us to not be able to get MVP numbers. And they have Justin Fields now, which is kind of cool. Zeke, see, we weren't even that far off from this last year. We had 17 touchdowns. I think it was like a 14 whatever receiving. Did he have a lot of receiving? All right, I mean, that was a very good season, I agree. But Saquon wasn't even on the list last year. That's all I'm saying. So, I don't know, but team's looking nice. We're going up against, it looked like Jay Gruden's Seahawks. I'm pretty sure that's what the coaching thing was showing. Let's see who needs to be upgraded before the playoffs. We have a couple guys. We're just going to auto upgrade them all. Prior to this, actually, let's go to the team real quick and just see where everybody's at overall wise. We have Daniel Jones coming in at 89. Saquon's up to 97. Pascal 86 with Slayton. Shepard's at 84. Offensive line is still progressing pretty well. Defensively, Wilkinson's up to a 74. We got Von Miller staying at a 91. The team is looking very good. That's pretty much what I can say. Can we win? I mean, Ramsey's a 99 overall. Can we win this game? Let's see. I'm just gonna sim past it. We simmed all the way here. We're just gonna sim right past it, and we win. So we go up. We're going up against the 11-5 Panthers. We're gonna sim past it as well. Hopefully, we win this one and go to the conference championship. We do. We're going up against the Cowboys in the conference championship here. Weekly awards, what happened? Saquon Barkley, 200 yards on the ground. I mean, the guy's just a beast. 2 touchdowns as well. So let's see what we can do here against the division rival, same record, Dallas Cowboys. Lorenzo Carter's going to go up A overall. And now we are going to play against the Cowboys. We're going to go into the moments and see how we do against them. All right, so we're going to be here in the moments. Let's see what we can do as we're going up against MVP Zeke. They put up 3 points on the board. We're driving down. We're in the red zone, and we are trying to score. We kick a field goal as well, so we're tying at 3-3. We need to get some touchdowns, man, as they get up a touchdown here. We're in the red zone. It's 3rd down. We're going to hop in. We need to get to the playoffs. We need to get to the Super Bowl again. We need to win a Super Bowl to end this video off. Saquon Barkley is the reason why we're here, so let's ride Saquon Barkley. Obviously, we have Zach Pascal as an X factor as well. But Saquon's going to be here, and he's going to get stopped. But did he get the first is the question. He's already got 79 yards. It's inches. We're going for it. Oh, maybe we're not. Oh, we're going to go for it. Okay, here we go. There's our offensive coordinator again. Just hanging out with the other team. It's all good. Wow, we might just throw it up to Pascal here. If they're blitzing. We're throwing it up to Pascal. Touchdown. Zach Pascal, our X Factor. What a beast. What an absolute beast. What a catch. So 10-10. And, wow, they're driving down the field pretty fast. Can we make the 3rd down stop? We keep them to 3 points. We can't score. We're going down. It's the 3rd quarter. Oh, I didn't mean to play the moment. I did not mean to do that. Play key moments. Let's see. Red zone. We score a touchdown. 17-13. Come on, boys. We need to make a stop. Make a stop. Okay, we're good. We're up by 1. We're in the red zone. Kick the field goal if we need to. Okay, 20-16. 23. We're in the red zone. Score a touchdown. 27. They're going to go down and score instantly because that's how Madden always does. Oh, we're up by 1. Okay, can we... Wow, we really just... It's 3rd down. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, my God, they made it. Oh, my gosh, okay. We're playing it. We have no timeouts in 46 seconds to get 3 points. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, Evan Ingram, come on. Let's go, Evan Ingram. Get out of bounds. All right, let's go. Clock stop. That was good. That was a very good play. We need to get to probably the 40 because, I mean, Rosas got a leg. I don't know how the wind's going. At least it's not snowing here. So that's good. But, man, this is going to be hard. Luke Farrell's definitely going to be blocking this play. Ingram, I tried to... Oh, Pascal, I did not know you were doing a double move. I did not know you were doing a double move. Oh, my gosh. All right. Let's see. Where do they say our target line is? Yeah, the 40-yard line. That's what I was thinking. Oh, man. Would it be stupid to have a run play for Saquon? Because a lot of me is saying that that's probably the right move to go here. Let's go left side. Because they haven't. Who's their X Factor out there? Or it's a superstar. Okay, I'm not sure. But, oh, come on. Get to the outside. Did you get out? Oh, no, you didn't get out. What the heck? We're throwing it deep. Come on. Oh, this is not going to go well. Oh, Pharrell. Okay. Well, this is bad. This is very bad. We need to score a touchdown on this play, pretty much. And I don't know if we can do that. Let's see. Pass. It's Shepard on the outside. Slayton's over there. Oh, and we're getting sacked. And that's our season. DeMarcus Lawrence came up big. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Appreciate the support. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like on it. If you didn't, just refresh the page. Check it out again. I'll see you guys in the next rebuild.